Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tatiana and I am a life coach. I started my life from scratch twice, and on this channel I am sharing all of the knowledge and experiences that I have to help you find your purpose, your dreams, and to help you build a life that is authentically aligned with who you truly are. Welcome. Today I will be talking about Vipassana Silent Retreat Part 2. In my previous video, I was talking about my experience at the silent retreat, what to expect, how to prepare, and today I will be talking about part 2, insights that I've gotten as a result of Vipassana retreat. And these truths are so simple, and I knew them before, but for some reason I never felt them in my core and was never able to practice them the way I practice now after the Vipassana retreat. So Vipassana helped me move this truth from my head to actually my heart, and now I can really practice them, and it makes my life so much easier. So number one is be in the moment. I know it sounds cliche, everyone is talking about it, but do we actually practice it? We're always planning, we always go chasing. For instance, my brain is always 10 steps ahead of me, and I'm always living in tomorrow, in the future, always planning, and it's really hard for me to stop. So a reminder to be in the moment, because life is happening in the moment. There is no future, there is no past. It's just you right now, being here. And by always being in the future, we not living life, we are chasing life. So you're literally always chasing something, but you're actually not living it, and you're missing out on so many beautiful moments. For instance, you can walk on the street and not notice beautiful flowers, not notice things that are happening around you, and because you're always in your head, and life is here in this moment. And what helps me be in the moment in a Vipassana silent retreat is not just meditation. It's the fact that you cannot talk, you have absolutely no entertainment, nothing to read, no phones, nothing to write on, just you and nature. So naturally, all of us were tuned into nature and looking at the leaves, looking at the spider. Our biggest entertainment was looking at this huge spider that was hanging on the way to the bathroom. And we were like looking at it, and some people were poking it, which I was against. And then there was this grass. When you bring your finger to it, it closes the leaf. And oh my God, it was such a huge source of entertainment. Without speaking, all of us gathered and we're touching this grass, and you should see the eyes, the expressions of the eyes in on the people. It was just magical. We were in the moment. We were enjoying every little thing that this world has to give us. But we forget about it. We're always in the head. And I realized that in the contemporary world, it's really hard to enjoy the moment. And what I started practicing to come back into my body, so I am in the moment, not in my head, is something that helps me to connect with my body. For me, it's physical exercise, it's some form of physical activity, or it can be a massage or dancing. Meditation helps as well, but for me, it also needs to be physical, where I punch something. And when we are in our body, when we connect to our body, we leave our head and we connect with our heart and body, and it helps us to be present and to actually be in the moment. when I feel that I'm again in my head, I like to walk barefoot in nature, or just go in nature and say, let me look at the leaves, let me find flowers. Or if you don't have access to nature, say, I'm gonna look for red cars or for something else. And that attention brings you to the moment, to the present moment. So these are little tips that help you come back and be in the now and enjoy the now, and all of the um, opportunities and possibilities and everything that you need actually are in the now. So it's very important to be in the present and notice the people and notice the colors and notice the joys now. Number two is everything is flowing, nothing stays the same. In Vipassana, they call it anicca. We actually were making a joke when something bad happens and we're like, anicca, anicca. Goenka would say anicca. And yeah, so you understand that all of the good will pass, all of the bad will pass, that there is no point of attaching to anything good and no point of attaching to anything bad, because it will pass. Because you are not the same that you were a second ago. Your cells are dividing, your cells are dying, you have new cells appearing. You are not the same a second ago. I'm not the same when I was millisecond ago. Everything is changing at all times. The world cannot be static. So this realization was good and bad for me. Good because I knew, when something is bad, it's gonna pass. But then the bad part is I tend to attach to positive things and not attaching to positive, to my good memories, to something was really hard. And actually during Vipassana, I had to mourn letting go of some things that I was attached to. Like I was attached to a house where my grandparents used to live, and I had this, I'm gonna cry now, this amazing time, and it was so hard to let go. And you see, and I didn't. But we all have our attachments, and they don't serve us, because again, everything everything needs to change. The nature changes, season changes, trees change every season. We have day and night switching. So we have to adopt that things do change, things will change, and they do need to change. We cannot live in a world that is frozen and nothing is moving. It means it's dead, but we are alive. And because of this, because of understanding anicca, that everything is changing, I finally understood two sayings. Number one is you can never enter the same river twice because it flows. So every millisecond you're already standing in a different river. It's a different water. And the second is King Solomon's ring had an inscription inside which says, everything passes and this shall pass. And according to history stories, it helped him during the tough times. And now it helps me during my tough times. I say, well, everything passes and this shall pass. So bye-bye, adios. So yeah, so there are good and bad things to anicca. Another one is accept things as they are. Nothing is good or bad. The perfect example was when there was pain during meditation. And when you go into that pain and you just observe it without emotional attachment, without rejecting the pain, you're just there. And oh, how does it feel? Does it feel tingly? Does it feel burning? Then there is no attachment. There is only observation, and the pain, poof, it went away. It was magical. I've never experienced it before. But same is with our daily life and things that are happening to us when we are not attaching to something good or something bad. It just is. It's just how it is, and something bad happened. Okay, it happened. What do I do with it? Or something good happened. You have fun, and yeah, what do I do with it? Um, yeah, for me, I have hard time not attaching to things, because then what's the joy in life if you cannot attach to the good? So I choose not to attach to the bad, and anicca will go away. I'll just see, okay, it happened, and what do I do now? We're screwed. What do we do? But when it's good, I want to attach a little bit, just tiny little bit, because that's joy. I want to experience it. I want to have it, and I want to hold on to it as long as it works for me. So I created my own rule. but Goenka and Vipassana teaches us not to. But again, the choice is yours, what you want to do. Another one was learn to just be and not to try to predict what's going to happen in the future, and leave space for wonder, because life is amazing. Life has so many beautiful ways to surprise us, but very often we try to control everything and predict everything, and this is our brain working. And it's good to have plan A, plan B, plan C, but at the same time, when you create those plans, it's so important to allow magic to enter your life and have a plan D. You know what I mean? So always have an open mind in this world, and have it surprise you in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. Another one I learned is to truly know who you are. First, you have to unknow yourself. And when I heard it first, I was puzzled. Like, what do you mean I have to unknow myself to get to know myself? But what it means is, at least how I understand it, it's when we grow up, we have these programs installed in us by society, by our parents, by actually the DNA of our ancestors, and scientists in Europe are proving it right now. So in order to actually understand your true essence, we have to peel the onion, peel all of those layers that are not ours, and have our true self to shine. And the way we can do it is trying new experiences. That's why I love traveling the world. I thought I am one way, but then I'm like, oh, I'm this way too, and that way too. And you're seeing all of your different dimensions. For instance, an example: what is elephant? A person who can only see the nose can say, oh, elephant feels this way and that way. And then the person who can only see and touch the ears, they will describe the elephant that way. And same is with us. Sometimes we don't see the whole picture of who we truly are, and it's very important to just let go of definitions of the nose, of the ears, and explore who we are in different scenarios, and experiences help us do that. Yeah, I think that's it. And last one, it was curiosity, and but I already went through um, how being in this confined space and not talking and just meditating and having zero entertainment helped us find beauties in the moment. And when you are in the moment, it triggers your curiosity. For instance, I was watching ants running around and I'm like, ooh, it looks like traffic in New York, or it looks like human traffic in New York when we are all rushing to work, and then someone stopped and everyone just went over him, and then it created like a pile of little ants. So it was really funny to watch, and it creates this spark and curiosity and creativity. So when we are in the moment, we are curious, we are present. So be curious, be present, do not attach to things, only good ones. I did not say that. And remember that everything flows, nothing stays the same. And if you're going through tough times right now, remember that they will pass. And if you're going through good times right now, remember they will pass. But you will have good memories. So let them go. Let's be in the moment. Let's be in the present. Let's connect with our hearts and be curious and know ourselves to get to know ourselves. That's it for now. I love you. Hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, suggestions, comments, please leave them below. I would be really happy to read them and interact with you. Bye for now.